I'm an ordinary housewife, married for 15 years. My husband and I, who I'd always thought were on good terms, are currently in a cold war. I'm deeply troubled by the feeling that our once smooth marriage is faltering. One Sunday morning, my husband said he was going out to exercise as usual. But when he didn't return home long after lunch, I called, but he didn't answer. He finally called back much later, saying he was running late because he'd met a coworker, worked out, and chatted about various things. At the time, I just assumed it was him. But that night, feeling uneasy and anxious for some reason, I sneaked a peek at my husband's phone. There was evidence that he'd gone out with a group of Carrot Band members, not co-workers. He had a meal with a bunch of women, took pictures, and had some lively conversations. Actually, my husband has been overly involved in neighbor band badminton clubs in the past, so he knows how uncomfortable I am. We had a conflict back then, and he promised to be careful. So I believed it wouldn't happen again. But I ended up lying and attending the gathering again. I spoke honestly. Why did you have to lie and go to that gathering when you knew I hated it? My husband said he was frustrated with the constant repetition of his familiar routine. He also said he wanted to experience a new feeling among people who didn't know him. Those words sounded incredibly dangerous. My husband, after 15 years of marriage, said he wanted to become a different person at a gathering where he was secretly hanging out with strangers of the opposite sex. I couldn't understand it. I was disappointed, and I even felt anxious, wondering if he was seeking other emotions outside the family. Now, I'm feeling cold, my hurt feelings still lingering. My husband, on the other hand, asks, "What's the big deal?" and asks if I'm being overly sensitive. It was wrong to sneak out, but I didn't have any bad intentions. I just wanted to socialize. But that makes me even more uncomfortable. I'm confused about whether I'm overreacting in this situation, or whether my husband is taking his actions too lightly. His band meetings, and his hidden attitude, and his words about wanting to become a different me during those meetings. All of this is weighing heavily on my mind, and has shaken my trust. I'm also feeling increasingly lonely, as if I'm the only one struggling within our marriage. Am I being overly sensitive? Or should I be more open about these uncomfortable feelings? What should I do?